Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Contest of Speed at the Austrian Grand Prix. My name is Matt, and I'm going to be your main commentator this evening. So, we've decided that during our 2-week season break between Season 4 and Season 5, that we're going to host a 100% race. So, we have chosen Austria as that location, as it has provided the most entertaining races in the league this season, and that is going to host a 100% race. This is going to be the first half of the stream, and today we're going to do qualifying like F1 would do on a Saturday, and then tomorrow these guys are going to go again and we're going to do the race like it would be normally. That race is going to be 100%. They should be able to see what the weather's going to do tomorrow, which, let's just say, is interesting. I've made it a bit spicy for them. So for the people that can't see the graphic at home, I've put some heavy rain in there, everyone's favourite, just to spice things up a bit. So that is the plan. We have out on track a current mix of drivers. We have got the Americas tier, which is represented by Mitch Wingett, DK88. I think that's everyone from there. And then we've got a host of Tier 3 and Tier 2 drivers. Fruitful, who's in Tier 1, is currently stuck in a league race, which is unfortunate, around Singapore in the heavy rain, and they've had a safety car or something, so he's not going to be able to make it. So Fruitful, Coot and Montana are going to be racing tomorrow, so we're going to have at least 19 drivers for tomorrow, so that should be all good. So Neil Two-Spell is completing his first lap of qualifying and does a 1:05.1, puts himself at the top of the timesheets. So yeah, so normal rules are going to apply. So these guys are going to have 18 minutes of qualifying one. The bottom two, so that's currently 16th and 17th place, KV and Mitch, whoever's occupying those positions at the end of the session will be knocked out and will have to spectate the rest of qualifying. Then we do Q2, which is 15 minutes, and that's going to be the top 10 drivers will then make it through into Q3, which is all good in the hood. Mazza has invalidated his lap time, and let's go on board with Cookie and see if he's doing a lap. He is in the Alfa Romeo, ragging it around there. It's gone purple through sector 1, sweeps into the last corner, runs quite nicely and goes across the line and does a 1:04.5. Cookie very strong here during the Tier 3 race, as he finished second in the league race earlier this season, and is also our Tier 3 Champione, and will make not just one jump but will make 2 jumps into Tier 1 for Season 5, which is starting on the 13th of April. Season 5, where we're going to have 3 European tiers and an Americas tier, and then perhaps what we've been talking about today is the no assist tier coming soon, so keep an eye out for that on all the socials. I'm sure the guys will be posting it up as and when for the community to find out. Mazda does a 105.5, so puts himself. So what we're kind of expecting is it's a short track, which is going to offer close racing with plenty of DRS sections to help with that, and also because it's a short lap, qualifying times are going to be very close, hopefully as well. So actually, what we're trying to see is between the guys in Tier 1 and Tier 3 is that it should even out any potential differences. Yes, Rosa, we know that you beat him. Well done. But unfortunately, you can't race here. Because apparently you're supposed to be defending the country. Apparently. And you're busy watching the stream. So thank you for your support as normal. Let's hop down to Tichy. One half of Team Stumpchy in the Ferraris for this weekend. And I believe that's going to be their car for next season as well. I'll be racing with them, so it should be very interesting to see how close it is going to be in Tier 3 next year. I think it's going to be closer. It should be. And these guys have grown massively in pace from when they've started to where they are now. The actual gap, we said this last year, the gap between Tier 2 and Tier 3 has come down by quite a bit, so which is really good to see, because now we've got that cross link. And Tichy does a 105.6. So yeah, these guys just probably putting some banker times down. I know a lot of them have been practicing quite hard this week, and some of them run the proper qualifying and then 100% race this afternoon. So some of these guys are taking it quite seriously, want to express and show their skills to the world. We're currently sitting at, what was it, 6-8 viewers? Not too shabby, but that will hopefully warm up. As Jacob has gone again, he was set second. Jacob is our runner-up he's a runner-up in Tier 2. Pushed Varamir all the way to the last race that was in Brazil. Unfortunately, just missed out. He's going to be moving up to Tier 1, I believe, next season as well. So, and he came up from Tier 3 last year, so 2 promotions in 2 seasons for Jacob, which is really good to see. And he goes and improves by 0.007 of a second. So start creeping into the 104s now, which is good to see. And as soon as I go board to look at Thomas goes across the line with a 104.9. So oh, Cookie wants an invite so he can show off that he's posted the fastest lap. Let's have a look. And we're back. On board with Matrix, and this guy honestly has just got quicker and quicker and quicker.
Hello.
Hello. He's put it on. He's put it on provisional pole, and he's just like, can't be asked anymore.
Yeah.
How was it? Good.
Yeah, it was alright. It was a good lap, to be fair. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that lap time in the first qualifying. How it's gone.
I was going to say that was a bit. Is that a bit quick for a benchmark? You're probably looking at a 105, weren't you? A low 105.
Well, I don't know, to be honest. I don't really know. I can't really remember what my times were in the practice that we did.
I've just mentioned that people have been practicing away this afternoon whilst I've been out and about doing my daily exercise that I can partake once every day. Thanks, Boris.
Days. I don't think I've exercised since the lockdown, but that's the way it is.
I had to and realised I'm increasingly unfit.
Yeah, no, I realised that as well.
Yep.
I did go for a kick about in the back garden and no, couldn't run.
Couldn't run.
Yeah, it was awful. I had a terrible middle sector, by the way. Jacob's middle sector is about 2 tenths quicker than mine.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been rabbiting on about promotions and relegations and next season and format for this event, so I've taken a little bit of interest.
Just the leapfrog.
Yes, I've mentioned the leapfrog. Don't need to rub it in. I mean, I'm sure Rosa's going to have something to say about it because he's been messaging in the chat as it is.
Oh, is he? I've not actually got the stream up. I am playing Football Manager, like I said.
Yep.
I would do. Yeah.
Just a bit behind. I'm trying to run it on better quality, so it's on 720, I think.
720.
So hopefully,
our viewers.
Yeah, hopefully it comes out a little bit better. But I've logged it on my laptop and it's running pretty much the same time as what I've got on screen, whereas the mobile is struggling. So
is it?
Anyway, Mitch is about to set his first lap time of the session in the Mercs, pairing up with Danny X427 for the first time in 2 seasons, and they originally started in the Mercedes. How nice they've reunited.
Yeah, some inside information on the drivers, because I was in a party with most people in the lobby.
Yep.
Connolly's getting frustrated that you can't put a lap together, even though it's Q1, so you don't really need to put a lap together.
Yeah, but
unfortunately with 3 drivers not being able to make it, only 2 are actually going to get the drop out of Q1.
The chop, yes.
The chop indeed. Currently of which it is Dan of the X427 variety and Blank.
It's quite close. It's quite close.
It is quite close.
Between himself, Tichy and Roland, so those guys are on the chopping block.
They are. They need to be careful.
They do need to be careful.
We are about 4.5 minutes away from the end of Q1, so I think I'm gonna stay with you the whole qualifying. But if you let me go silent, because I'm.
Oh, that's nice of you. You don't have to.
I'm laughing. But yeah.
Oh, try and shut up then.
Yeah, I've got very limited views. But no, you keep doing your thing. I mean, I was just in a party like 10 other drivers.
Oh, I could probably guess it's quite chaotic.
Going away at each other, yeah.
So yeah, Renault's are quite close to the bottom. Danny's elevated himself, but only P13.
P13.
With 3 minutes to go, so he's going to have another run.
2-spell almost breaking into the 104s, but unfortunately they're not to do so. What time are we expecting the chopping block time to be?
Chopping block time, I guess it's going to be around a 105.2?
105.2, so that leaves Connell, KV, Dan, Wingit, DK, Profodes.
I would say anyone from 11th down, you're in a bit of trouble.
11th down, you're in trouble. Because it's not what you want.
No. I think maybe people a couple higher, like 2-spell and Thomas, may want to go out again, but only if they really have to. Well, Neil is out at the moment, but he's not.
You do want to qualify high up in Austria because it is very easy to get stuck in a DRS train.
We like the train.
We love the train.
You definitely love a train.
I hate the train.
Oh, I don't know. Last time,
if I'm at the front, I'm happy. That's where I want to be.
You enjoyed the train I was holding up in Tier 2 this season.
Definitely not.
It's a great train.
Oh, your train? I don't want to be at the back of it, let's just say that. I'm glad you're not racing.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm here for, just getting in the way, innit?
I've still got the fastest sector one.
Look at yourself. Only close though, Mitch has just got into P2. 4, 5.
He's been struggling to get a lap together actually, Mitch. Keeps invalidating, but clearly has been able to put one together, and a good one at that.
Actually, the last couple of events we've done, Mitch is showing more. I think he's getting a bit more confidence back. You know, I think he's showing a bit more of that tier 1 pace. Obviously, before.
Keep saying to me, "Oh, I think I'm low tier 2," and then he's driving away from me, and I'm like, "Oh God, I hope you're not low tier 2."
I'll tell you what, Jamie's confident. Jamie's retired from the session in the pit lane.
Well, I mean, his position on the leaderboard, I think he'll be fine with a 104.7.
Is there anyone surprising you at the moment, or
anyone surprising me?
in terms of power?
He's not doing as well as I thought.
Yeah.
Thomas, that's not a surprise. I thought he'd be lower, to be honest.
Oh, he's going to thank you for that later.
Yeah. Tichy's put a good lap in with a 104.8.
Oh, Tichy's left the session.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
His internet has been playing up. If he can get back in for Q2, he should be alright with that time. But yeah, other than that, I think...
Oh, KB drifts it round the last corner and somehow doesn't put it in the wall. And that... Oh, it's going to be a tense couple of seconds left for him.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Oh, blanks.
I've only got the little screen like on the live TV feed.
I'll tell you what.
A Williams came through, and I was like, "Hang on, it's Red Bull."
Blanks in the pits, and that's
Blanks
the timer.
In the pits. It's 30 seconds left.
So I'm going to look at Danny, who is marginally down, only 200 or so.
It's DK and Roland. You want to keep an eye on. Roland sets. Did he just set a better lap? Unfortunately, not enough.
No.
I'm not too sure. Let's have a look. I think he did with a 105.5.
Oh, tentative from Danny there, but he now hooks it in, doesn't run wide, and goes across. He was 1.5 tenths up, goes just to 14th. Blank's out. Blank is out of quali. And he was sitting there in the pits. That is a shame. So it's just Roland who needs to try and get himself out, but he's 2 seconds down, I think, on that split. Cookie silent. Yeah, you're right, Rosa. He's never going to be silent.
Yep. An intruder.
Yep. Oh, an intruder.
I've got my tea.
Oh, lovely. So yeah, so it's so both the racing points don't make it.
Oh no, nightmare for the racing points.
It is, especially when they're going to have Montana and Fruit behind them tomorrow, which is going to be interesting.
And potentially Alp.
Yeah, and potentially Alp.
Depending on what goes on there.
Well, he's probably going to get hung, drawn and quartered, this person, so...
Yeah. This person that shall not be named. Sorry,
no.
I'm currently eating a chip.
It's alright. As you do.
We are professional at Contest of Speed.
We still are.
Yeah. Very nice chip.
So that's in the Q1, so Blank and Roland are out. Only just though. Not by much, but it's a track where you probably need to be out most of the time unless you set a time in like the mid 104s because you're a freak. So yeah, Blank just misses out and Ronan just a couple attempts off. So DKM and Danny and KB just avoid the drop in that one.
Tell you what, if we could mirror this this qualifying for
next season,
for Q3, I'll be happy.
You'd be very happy. I think Mitch would be quite happy as well.
Mitch would be happy. I think the top 5 would be happy.
So, is anyone going to try the M tyre for Q2?
Got some information.
I don't know. Would you like some information?
Would I like some information?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends what information you're going to give us.
I don't know.
Brilliant. Cutting edge reporting as always. So we've got 14 drivers. Tichy's not made it, which is unfortunate. So Tichy's going to start 15th. I should probably write that down somewhere.
Yeah, probably. It would be good, best for business.
Yeah. So Tichy's not made it, so only 4 are going to drop out in this session. The important rule is, same as F1, the Q2 tyres that you qualify on are the ones you're going to start the race on. So if you qualify on the softs, you start on the softs. If you qualify on the mediums, you start on the mediums.
And with it being equal cars, you've got to put a good lap together on those medium tyres to stay in the top 10.
And the delta is what, 6 tenths of a second?
It's
I
8
think.
tenths.
8 tenths a second. Well, there you go. 8 tenths of a second was separated first and 16th. So.
Have you spoken about the weather?
I have mentioned the weather to the people. I said it's going to rain at some point. Of the heavy variety as well.
Oh, is it? We don't even see that.
Oh, do you not even see it? Oh, great.
Thanks for that, mate.
So obviously these guys don't see it, so I'll tell them because some of them are watching. There was 4 stages it gave me. We have got light cloud to start off with, and then light cloud again, because obviously I don't want to make it rain for like half the race, because you know that's not interesting. So it's light cloud again for the second segment. Then it's got heavy rain for the third segment, and then it's clear skies in the final segment. So
yeah, no, all we see is that 0 minutes, so
Yep.
the start of the race,
Yep.
we will have light cloud, and then 45 minutes into the race we'll have light rain. No mention of heavy rain.
Oh really? Oh,
No mention of heavy rain. It's just
great.
light rain.
I'm glad
So,
that has worked out as well as it has then.
Yeah. So if a few drivers don't watch this stream back, they could be caught out. It's a good job you mentioned that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Some people say I'm not helpful, but there you go. There's your advice for today. It's going to be heavy rain at some point. Who knows?
Rain.
So it's 2 spell that looks like it's going to set the first lap of quali.
And I'll tell you, Stumpy's just set a lightning sector 1 time. Of course, it is only the first corner.
1047, so that's already quicker.
It is, as track evolution starts
Yep.
to come into effect, you should see the lap times come down.
Ooh, look at you. Marcy does a
Well, I know
105.1. Connell does a 105.5. Next across the line is going to be.
and Tichy's
going to be.
back, and it's
Tichy's
not
going to be
in time.
annoyed.
Oh,
Mitch goes up
Davey
to
with a
second.
lightning 110.5 there.
God, really setting the world alight. Putting the
Calm
pressure.
down, KV, calm
Putting the
down.
pressure on. That is.
That'd be a great lap round Belgium.
Try to scroll through the menu without scrolling through the thing. There we go. Wing it. Because I've not had much viewing of the Renaults at the moment. They're looking like they're giving a toe to each other. So there you go, Cookie. You got more information to relay on.
Well, they are teammates next season in the Americas tier, which will be streaming at 2 o'clock in UK time in the morning on Thursday night.
He brings plugs as well. It's great.
At 9 o'clock American Eastern. So, yeah, that's next week. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Next week, 13th of April, is we're going to kick off, and that is the first week of season 5. A
With the
shortened
same
season.
tier 3.
Yeah. A shorter season. Because it was because we were waiting for the new game to come out, which we now don't know when because of obviously COVID-19 and all the terrible things that are going on with that. So I hope everyone is all staying safe and staying well.
Staying home.
Yeah, stay at home, kids.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands. Don't be unhygienic. Come on.
Don't want any dirty hands.
Clean those hands regularly with warm water and soap. There you go. That's Contest of Speed's advice to COVID-19. You're all welcome. Yep,
I'm eating a piece of bread.
I can tell. Don't speak with your mouth open. That's rude.
I'm not sure.
You just responded there. So,
Yeah.
Wing It has invalidated. Matrix, oh, I haven't done this, so I will put it on there for the people.
What have you not done?
The tyre that is currently fitted and is the best tyre.
Well, the most important thing about this
Most important thing.
session.
This qualifying session in particular, we knew that the majority of people would have gone softs for Q1.
Well,
You think, wouldn't you?
out on the mediums.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Yeah.
You're not alone. We've got Matrix, Jacob, and Thomas on the mediums as well.
We've all just waited so we can. At this time, we can do a medium run, and then if we need to, we can do a soft run.
So half the field so far haven't set a lap time. We've just got under 9 minutes left in the session, which is probably a little bit longer on your screen. Because there's usually about a 15-minute delay, I think.
I've just gone out.
Lovely.
I don't have the time thing on the top unless
Brilliant.
5 minutes left, so
That's right.
I can't tell you.
That's alright. It's not that important at the moment. Matrix has just gone purple in sector 1, but runs a little bit deep into turn, well, I say turn 3 because there's a kink down the straight apparently, which counts as a turn.
Yeah, but the bigger kink doesn't count as a turn.
Yep, exactly.
Weird.
Into turn 4.
Runs deep into turn 4.
No, the technical section.
Yeah, the only technical section of this track.
The double left-hander, followed by a quick right. Oh, misses that apex, but gets enough of that curb. Oh, Rowan's left the session as well. People dropping like flies, but that's understandable. He's out, yeah, unfortunately. I didn't want to rub it in.
Alright, okay. I did.
And Matrix go a 106.1, so that's not going to be good enough. And we've got Spinner at. It's you.
It's me.
Okay. Kept that quiet.
I hit the curb wrong, and then it forced me wide, and someone was behind me.
Lovely jumpy. Danny improves and does a 105.0, but that's still going to be very close to the cut-off point.
What are we expecting?
105 flat, I reckon, is minimum.
105 flats, that's what I'm aiming for.
Yep.
Whether I'll get it? Probably not.
Stumpy has pulled into the pits. So has Danny's on and in there. Connell's gone again and is 2.5 temps up on the softs. Oh, there's a Red Bull without a front wing.
And
no, it's Muzzer. Matrix does a better lap, 105.3. Jacob's also done a 105.2 on the mediums. Connell also does a 105.3 and splits the pair of them.
The one half of Andy squared
is wingless.
Is wingless. Unfortunate.
DK is setting his first time in the session as Jamie jumps on to provisional pole. 104.6. DK rounds the last corner. Runs it beautifully on the curb. 105.3. So it's getting a very congested very early on. Let's see what Tichy can do. He's not set a time yet.
Tichy in.
Tichy's in, yeah. Tichy's in. Yeah, I didn't realise Tichy's in. I thought it would kick him out of the session, he wouldn't be able to join, but Tichy's in, which is good. We've got 5th that means we've got 5 that can drop. And Jacob's retired in the pits on the mediums. I have questions. Why would you do that? You've got 3 people behind you that will probably qualify quicker than you. Tichy does a 104.7. Same as 2-spell.
I have just done an invalid.
Yes, I can tell you've eased off. he crashed.
Who crashed?
Jacob, he's put in the chat, he crashed.
Oh.
But it was
Was it on the pit lane?
Pit
I know
lane,
you can
yeah.
Spin your car from the last turn.
it was on the either the pit straight or the pit lane. I couldn't tell, but that's where it was. That's why I thought you.
It's quite dangerous.
Okay, so that's going to hinder him.
News to Matty.
Yeah, that is news to me. As KB does a 105.1. Wow, it's a bit close. Not surprisingly, but it is a bit close. Oh, Cookie, that is a fire lap time. 118.7.
Thank you. I do try.
Jamie has retired. That's in the pit lane.
He is top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, confidence in the van.
Confidence.
We've got another Red Bull round. That is KB going slowly because I think he's run out of fuel.
Good job, that man.
Now the question is, Mazda goes quickest, 104.6. Well done, that man from tier 3. And 105.5.
That might be out here.
You're pushing it. You're gonna have to go some to get round. It's gonna cost you another minute. Oh. It's gonna be very close. Cookie may not make it. It's right though. He's not the only one under pressure. Wingett's under pressure. He's not set a valid lap time yet.
Matrix
is under the cosh.
I've got to go.
I'll switch things so you can see everyone's fitted. So Matrix and Thomas have now fitted the softs. Thomas is massively out of position. So some guys here that said, "Oh, Ben are going to get out of Q1." They could be ending up getting to Q3.
I don't think I'm going to be able to. Get another lap in here.
Good question, Jacob. I don't know why that is the case. Jacob set a 105.2.
Alright.
And Connor has set a 105.3. Connor is 9th and Jacob is 10th. Explain.
Right, yeah, that is interesting.
Oh, Wingett. Oh, 1,000th of a second between Mazda and Wingett. Wingett goes to second. Thomas is.
Really need the Alpha Pit Crew to hurry up it.
On my screen, you've got a minute and 24 seconds.
Yeah,
Thomas is on an outlap. I'll tell you what, if you start from where you're currently are for tomorrow, there's going to be some real overtaking going on.
Yeah, there is. I've just had the message, I'm not making it round. This will be interesting.
Defy physics.
Yeah.
Right, Thomas.
I'm gonna have to.
We're going to go on board with Thomas. He's under pressure. Bottom of the timesheets.
I don't think I'm
less
going to
than a minute to go.
I've got no chance.
As Matrix does a 104.3. He's now on provisional pole. Pushes Jamie down to 4th, who's already retired from the session because he's that confident. KV and Danny and Stumpy all sitting precariously above that drop zone. Thomas is not. It's not happening. Oh, we've got a Mercedes off. Danny's in the wall. Danny's in the wall.
I need a lot of disqualifications.
As we watch, Danny has been disqualified for driving the wrong way. That is unfortunate.
I need more disqualifications.
Connor's retired.
No.
Connor was out. Thomas goes up to second, 104.6.
P14.
It's now KV that's on the chopping block. Let's scroll down quick.
Right.
He's up just, but he needs to need 2 temps. He's half a tenth up through sector 1. He's the only one left that's got an attempt at improving. Everyone currently on the soft tyre, so everyone will start on softs. We just wait here patiently. Oh, he's 1/10 down. He's going to have a mighty third sector. Runs it across the curb. Can he squeeze Stumpy out? Stumpy's going to be biting his nose. He runs wide. Oh, invalidates. Oh, and he's going to be deeply frustrated by that. However, he's probably in a very good position, I feel. 11th is not a bad position to be in.
That is a shot from Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've lost some very fast drivers in that.
Mitch, I will see what I can do. I will have a consideration of that. I may have to do a steward's review overnight here.
Why? Why is this?
Dan was wrongly DQ'd, apparently.
No, I don't think so.
So he may be starting P11, but we'll get onto that at some point. So it's KV Jacob, Connell Cookie, and Danny all out in Q2.
Yeah.
Unlucky, mate.
It's bound to happen.
I mean, yeah, me probably sitting here talking, it's not helping.
No, it wasn't, to be honest, but you know, you stick with.
Alright. Q3, 12 minutes.
DK is in Q3, he will be so happy with that.
Both the Renaults are in Q3.
Both Renaults.
Both Renaults, both Ferraris, both McLarens.
Has to be said, a great drive from DK to get into Q3. That's the biggest shock in Q3 so far, if you don't mind me saying, DK. But yeah, we've got a few.
I've just had a very interesting message from Danny, and I can't repeat some of it because there's some expletives and it will cost me money. So yeah.
Oh,
along the lines of
the game's terrible.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, would have thought so.
Yeah. So he's not happy. We've hit double figures on viewers, which, you know, whoop whoop for qualifying.
Yeah,
isn't horrendous. It's just qualifying.
It is also quite the watch. I mean, qualifying is probably the most boring part of this.
Until Q3.
Until now, where we see the fastest drivers in the lobby, supposedly. Yep. Battle it out.
So the important thing to grasp from the previous session, everyone was on the soft tyre and qualified on the soft tyre. So everyone that is now in the top 10 will have to start on softs tomorrow.
For those of you who don't know what's going on, every driver gets another set of soft tyres for Q3.
Yep.
So everyone will have at least one fresh set of softs.
To really go for it. Now if this was tier 3, muzzle... Actually it'll be... Neil that's first on track. Neil will set the fastest that time of the session and no one will beat it. Because that's what happened with Tichy.
Yeah, it is, actually. My DRS broke, which unfortunately I can't blame this absolute mess of qualifying on that this time.
Well, you were kind of distracted by me. You also had the draw of food in front of you.
No, I know. I've got a steak and kidney pie.
Ooh, okay.
Sat next to me with some chips and a Yorkshire pudding. So it's my tea.
Interesting combinations.
It is. It's a lovely. I've got gravy as well.
Ooh.
Got enough about my tea. As Neil sets a 1 minute 4.8. Good banker time from Neil to be in the 104s.
Oh, and Mazza.
You'll be looking for low 104s.
Mazza invalidated, so he's not going to be able to do. He's going to have to go again. Tichy 105.0. Very familiar time, I think, for Tichy.
Yes. Well, you say that, but in the race that we did last season, it was a 104.5. I think Tichy did in qualifying. So
plenty of
looking to get that time now.
Yeah, I was going to say plenty of room in the locker for him then. Actually, Team Stumpy and Gerald do quite well here. Double points finish in Tier 3. And I believe.
There's Matty Robbo, the Tier 3 stats man.
As DK goes with 105 by.
If you need a Tier 3 stat, speak to Matty Robbo and he'll hook you up.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'll be doing Tier 2 next season. So.
You're a disgrace.
Sorry, mate. I know it's betrayal of the highest order.
That is betrayal. Okay. You've been a Tier 3 commentator all your life.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
And now you're in Tier 3.
Now I'm in Tier 3, racing with some of these people I've been slagging off for the last 15 months.
Yeah, so get ready for a few dive bombs. Sector 2 yellow.
That is DK going slowly because he's just finished his lap. Let's hop on board with Jamie then. Let's have a look at Jamie. Don't think I've seen him set a time yet. In the McLaren. Teammates with the Wizard for a race and one race only.
Wingit beats Tichy by 0.02 of a second.
We've been close. We've been very close to the magic 5,000.
Yeah, the magic 5,000 of a second.
That infamous thing. Jamie's just invalidated his lap. So, Matrix has backed off.
What time are we expecting pole to be?
104.1. I would say it's going to be 104s. No, 104s.
I think so. If the likes of Montana and Fruitful were here, I would have said
103s.
Easy. I mean, they're just mental. They're pretty much alien. But and Matrix second. Doing 2 outlaps on these things because he is on a flying lap now, and is every driver out on track?
Yes, they are. Oh, what a privilege!
Track. Matrix has just set past the sector 1.
Yeah, Stumpy hasn't beaten that, but 16.1 isn't bad.
Sector 1 is just turn 1. You
and a rundown.
Yeah, it's nothing much.
May have got a small toe from Tichy there. Probably wouldn't have gained that much time.
Matrix sector fastest, sector 2. If I can speak, that would be nice.
Just quickly leaps to Matrix then as he finishes lap. 2 corners to go.
Very difficult corner that.
It is. All locks up a little bit. Yeah, 104.4.
That is a good lap from Matrix.
Oh, Stumpy run wide but got away with it. Oh, 105.8, so not a great last sector. Probably running wide didn't help him. Tichy's going again.
Tichy was just giving Stumpy the toe. It clearly didn't work.
Nope.
They're clearly useless at this towing nonsense.
Oh, Tichy runs deep.
Tichy runs deep. I think they just need to focus on their own qualifying. I don't think they can act this much speed.
Just the overspeed, I think, that's just got him there.
Oh no. Stumpy's lap was a bit all over the place, and now Tichy's gone deep into turn 3. Second braking zone off the track. Still got 6 drivers. Still got 3 drivers yet to set a time. Thomas dives into the pit.
Tichy dives in the pits as well, so that didn't work out. No, they've got enough time to go again.
I don't think he was happy with the turn 3, as Mitch has snuck under the radar and set a 104.5 to put himself into P2.
Dark horse, I feel, in this event. Plays himself down, doesn't he?
He does. Annoyingly.
I don't think I'm going to do it, guys. And then goes bang, there you go.
Yeah,
the secret assassin.
He is. Muzzer sets the slowest lap of the day with a 1:27.2.
Hey, a lap's a lap at this point. Some people haven't set one yet.
I know. Good enough for P8. As we see every driver come into the pits to put on the last set of fresh softs. And this is when the track is at its fastest, so we should see times plummet. Muzzer now the only guy on track.
Yeah, I've just seen Spud. Spud is in the chat, part of the community. He did ask to join the commentary box, but I've been highly advised that it's probably best for everybody. Potentially.
Muzzer has decided that now is when he's going to do his lap. So this will be Muzzer's. Oh no, he's done it.
1:46, he's done it. He was on that.
I think that's Muzzer's lap.
Yes, it was.
I think that's Muzzer's qualifying finish, and now Matrix is the first one to blink out of the 9 drivers that were still in the pits.
He has asked, has the big man fell asleep? Yes. Yes, he has. He's not here. I'm not very happy. But there's nothing I can do.
You'll hear his voice tomorrow.
yeah, as his punishment.
Yes, he will have to commentate a 100% race.
It's not been too bad, you know.
This isn't the race.
Yeah, no. I don't know what I'm going to do. If the race is hectic, God, I'm going to be missing things left, right and centre.
You better hope so, that it's hectic. I'd rather have it hectic than...
It will be. He'll be fine.
I'm sure with that wet period in the middle.
Yes. That could have been of the heavy variety.
Could have been. No one knows.
No one knows.
Like rain.
Good.
Everyone will be on a dry setup as well, so cars will be extra slippy coming out of corners.
On board with Matrix, he's the first one to go.
Very smooth through turn 1, and it is a fastest sector 1 for his troubles.
He's just been going from strength to strength, hasn't he? I mean, he made that jump from the game last year, and it was ridiculous. He went from midfield to top end of tier 2, and now he's learning the wheel.
He was top end of the game.
Yeah.
He was setting top 50 times in time trial, left, right, and centre.
And then he went to tier 1, struggled, started learning how to using the wheel and everything. As he goes purple again.
Using the wheel. And now this is him on the wheel, and I'm getting nervous for next season.
Because he's now gone back to the Matrix of old.
He's gone back to the Matrix of old. He might have invalidated
No, he's alright. He ragged it through both the corners. Pushing hard, you could tell. And those are 104 flats.
Almost a 103. And I think that'll be good enough, unless Mitch or Thomas, I've got to say, are the only two, maybe Jamie 1S as well. Those are the only 3 drivers I reckon will be able to beat that lap time. Mitch, I know, was looking for a 103 in time trial.
Next one up is Tichy, and Tichy goes across the line and does a 104.6, so puts him into 4th just behind Muzzer.
Tell you what, it's a great showing from the tier 3 lads.
DK does, invalidates, so he's going to have to go again.
He will go again.
He's going to have to, with with very little ERS.
He may as well. This is it.
Jamie starting again.
And
Neil's round, I think. 2 spellers round and into the pit wall.
Oh dear. Well, I'm on board with Mitch.
And so is Stumpy. Stumpy's off at the last corner.
God, everyone's dying over the last corner. Mitch.
Thomas goes across the line. 104.4. Thomas goes second. It's getting feisty.
It is. Mitch is a 10th up on his time though. Going through sector 2. Now is sector 3 to go. Possibly the hardest sector on the track. Doesn't use all of the track there and invalidates on the second last turn.
That's crucial. So it is looking like it's going to be Matrix on pole position.
It is.
For the
Unless Wingate can have something to say about it, or Jamie 1S, who hasn't set a time yet. He's already out of ERS.
Jamie's gone second, 104.4.
Oh, by a 100th of a second beating Thomas.
Wingate's he's run wide. Last corner.
Oh, Wingate, and now he's, oh dear. nightmare. So that is qualifying over.
Done. Finito.
The end.
So, Matrix is going to be on pole for tomorrow's race, followed up by Jamie in the McLaren, and then Thomas. Jamie's strong qualifying performance from Jamie, I feel. With Mitch in 4th, probably a dark horse in that position. Muzzer 5th, Chichi 6th. The Wizard, who's never going to pick up a penalty because it's the Wizard.
It is the Wizard. If he picks up a penalty, I'll be very upset.
He's going to start 7th. Wingit and DK88, both of them made it to Q3. Both should be very proud of their performances. 8th and 9th. And Stumpy, who was just there for the fun of it, really, was in 10th.
Yeah. 11th, if I can remember correctly, is Danny.
It potentially could be Danny. If not, it's going to be KV.
It will.
I will have
and then KV in P12, P13. Don't know. No.
You're struggling after that, aren't you?
Gone. Yeah, it's gone. I just know the last two are the 2 racing points of Roland and Blank. I'm P15.
Lovely. So yes, Montana and Fruitful are going to start from the back of the grid tomorrow. So, and Cookie's going to be down there as well. So it should be very interesting.
Maybe Alp.
We are not doing the race now, so we can have a nice. Yeah, some people will now go and practice, which is good. Cookie, thank you for joining me, mate. That's very nice of you. And yeah, that's alright. And I hope everyone will join us tomorrow at 9 PM GMT, or British Summer Time, or whatever you want to call it. And Matrix will lead us off from pole position. Thank you very much, and good night.